thrown into the middle, so USB's reading around the corner here. It's a good headshot from Davideus to begin with. Lucky, he goes straight down, but NQC finds himself on a bit of an island in the back here, and he can't find the headshot, and now they're just running into the bomb site one at a time. Bigusira ends up going down, and Snow and DGT. It's a 2 versus 3 here, as the bomb does get planted. So far, so good, but Maka, he just not really ready for that, unfortunately. Another headshot comes in as DGT, and just Ecstasy's left. 1 versus 2. That bomb is freshly planted here. It's going to be a really, really long time before he can play for time, but it's a nice shot. Takes down Snow, and now another Glock headshot to connect with DGT.
Let's go.
What a round.
Expecting that maybe there will be something.
Like they're going to just do a basic execution. They've got one player setting up the util, but here comes the push. Snow with the double. Can he find more? Not quite. Great effort. 3 versus 2, though. NQZ holding towards the cave, and they have got their 5th player on the side of this map as well. It's going to be Davideus. If NQZ can find a good timing here, it could be very uncomfortable. It's the MAC-10s. The remaining AK will be lucky to upgrade to the Galil. They have got basic control of the bomb site, but not towards cave. Davideus will tuck himself in behind the box. They can smoke off the cave. Okay, that alleviates a lot of pressure, Anders.
Yes. That's a really good move for them to slow down the game enough to remember to throw that grenade and not just suddenly get jumped on. And in fact, look at 3D Max, just very, very careful to check every corner. I think they Molotov the back of the site to begin with, so they're very sure that no one is hanging around back here. No head armor either on Davideus or NQC for that matter, so a little bit tricky if they get into a long fight with the MAC-10. Looked like at the start of that round it was going to spiral out of control, but I think this retake is going to be very, very hard to do. A bit of a swing, and actually a great headshot from Davideus. It's a start at least, but Maka is turned up, and Exorcist will follow it through. So 3D Max, they survived the round, but only barely. Round number 4, and it is finally the buy round coming in here for paiN Gaming after a little delay. Blowing open that smoke in the middle. It's a classic setup. It's DGT to open it up and taking down Body.
There it is. Nice work. Long range opening frag. Went through the smoke, and a good reaction as well.
Yeah.
Staying active, not allowing them to get map control for free here. So they've got a lot of information on the CT side here. It's likely to be an A finish.
I think Gravity saw them. I think he just sort of spotted them walking out. So they're falling back, though. I appreciate this, especially if they have been seen. It might be good to just be a little bit further back for a rotation here. Lucky hoping to find a headshot on the jumping player with GDT back there, but so far that is not happening. Under a minute now, and they are slowly tilting towards the B side of the map here. Could see that they're going through T-spawn. They're going to be jumping up here in the middle. Oh my God, there we go, living up to his name. He fished him right through the smoke. DGT is out of it, but there's still 40 seconds. That smoke is going to be fading pretty soon, and then there'll be nothing really left. Snow, oh, here's another one. He's going to commit that to the B ramp, so that will probably force them over here. They can't really wait for that smoke on the ramp to go.
30 seconds remaining. What is the final play here, boys? 4 on 4. Looks like the B finish will be coming through as a flashbang comes in towards the cave area. Because they're not swinging on it, they can feel the execute coming. The Molotov's going to make things very uncomfortable. Starting to burn away and flushed out by Gravity. 15 seconds now. Time is of the essence. If Snow can find a couple here, he'll save the day. Flashbang effective. Can he find the bomb? Not quite. They need to plant right now. It will be going down. Can they deny it? It doesn't look like it. 3 versus 2. This is for 4-0, but Davideus on the flank towards the ramp. We'll find Maka. And now they do not have a kit, and the AWP on the retake, no utility, no NQZ. It looks like we're all done here unless Davideus can pull a rabbit out of the hat. What has he got for us? Great opening frag, and even better on the follow-up. Double kill, and the first round found for paiN.
Well, there we go. Just the rabbit that he was looking for. I was about to say he had such a sick opportunity, Davideus, to deny the bomb plant with a wall bang. Now, obviously, that is insanely risky to try in that kind of a setup.
So far, Maka can smell blood in the water. And he comes out on top. Nice work.
It's got to be an annoying death for DGT. The flash doesn't even blind him, and then you're like, oh, I've actually got an advantage now, you know, and then somehow still ends up losing the fight. Unfortunate stuff. 4 versus 5. And after that kill, they call a big global freeze on the map. They are expecting that paiN will try to recover that early death by being aggressive somewhere, which, to be honest, paiN have already proven that they like doing that. They pushed down the B ramp earlier. Nice wall bangs coming in. Bigusira getting tagged up a little bit. I almost love the fact that they still got 3 people at the B bomb site right now. I feel like it's probably a smart move to make sure that that you're gambling a little bit here, because this is a rough round to try and win at the moment with your paiN.
Bit of presence shown towards B, and that's lovely work from Gravity. 3 versus 2. 10 seconds again. Davideus actually rotates out of the A bomb side. Now he does.
Oh, could you imagine if he'd stuck around? He might have been able to deny the bomb plant, but you're absolutely right. He definitely does now. Walks in front of the Molotov. It might have been a good idea, but he won't be able to land it. And Snow is, unfortunately, way too far away to have an impact on this round. So it is a nice position, I suppose, if you can find a kill. And you can always try to keep going into T-spawn, but it is usually being watched for quite a while. Here comes DGT in the middle, but really only for a second. Easy kill for Body. They pick up that M4. Okay, there's Snow. That reveals where the AK is. They knew that was in place somewhere on the map, and Gravity here, see if he can do anything more. He's going to actually go down as well. What a double kill for Snow. Now, they should be conceding the A bomb side at the same time, so there will be a bomb plant coming through, but now the conversion here for Davideus. He's been walking all this way through. Again, he's kind of going away from the action at the moment. I don't think him flanking the donut position is going to help at all. It would be more fun if he could have stuck around just the opening here. It's another headshot from Snow. What is he doing to the round? 3 kills, trying to get his team back online. He finally blows up.
It's still going to be a difficult retake here. But still, Snow, he said he had to do something remarkable. 3 kills, nothing but headshots. They're going to defuse that bomb, and another HE kill. They're getting chipped away at Davideus with an AK-47. But it looks like we might be done. We'll have to pull off another 2 versus 1. Not going to happen. We go 5-1 as 3D Max start to pull away with the lead here. That was
their way through into the middle. They don't really want to go through, but obviously those flashes can be so devastating. Here we go. It's Gravity trying to push the angle. Only going to get a little bit done here. It's Body picking up Davideus, and it's a 3 versus 4. So far it's looking good, and Snow will take down XSCs. That pretty much cements the round here. Lucky and Maka alone versus 4. And although the bomb is not in control of paiN, they should be fine.
Should being the operative word there. Time will tell, but I tend to agree. It looks like they have got themselves a second round. Pretty much guaranteed. Going to be giving this one a good go, though. Freddy Max in a 2 versus 4. Maka towards middle. Lucky starting to make his way out of A main. So the bombs towards mid, though. If that goes down, it is round over, but see if Maka can make a bit of a dent here. Waiting for a CT mistake. Exploring the options, trying to get some information here. One kick could change the landscape of the round. It's going to be a backstab coming in from heaven as well. That's going to be courtesy of Big Uzera. Maka needs to be careful here. Does he spot him? Does he find the pick?
He's trying to get the job done. Big Uzera, his first kill of the map here. He was 0-6, so kind of a nice time to not mess that up. The bomb lost, and NQC will find that one. Actually, 3 people surviving on the CT side. This is welcome. You've got to be so careful about fishing for that kill for any longer than sort of the first couple of seconds there. You will get it eventually, but traded up by Gravity. And that puts Davideus in kind of an awkward position. NQC's back here, but if Davideus dies, then NQC is going to be all alone in the back of the site with the AWP. Let's see how good of a game he's going to have today. Great spray from Davideus. He finds 3, and that is as rock solid as it gets.
Really nice work. Calm and control. Get warmed up. We're into round number 10.
Oh, that's a run boost to try and get here. They've got some tricks. Snow did say that DGT was known for playing this map, but he's not going to be able to win the fight. That is, I think Gravity crouched under the shot and just killed him outright. It's a good return nonetheless, so still a 4 versus 4, but I love the run boost to get up to that B lane as quick as they did.
Yeah, nice pressure, smoking the double doors. Player jumping up heaven. Snow pushing down the ramp, speaking of which he goes down. NQZ firing on all cylinders though. Bombs on this side of the map as well. They need to be very careful. NQZ wants the information, he wants the kill. Straight to the dome of Body. Exercise, Gravity remain, and bear in mind that bomb's gone, so they don't really need to take these 5 seconds. They've actually got all the intel they need. They've got the bomb on that side of the map. No one needs to die here. Big Uzera, I guess this was pretty good for him, actually. Yeah, it's going to be Gravity. Found out, and that's round confirmed. Yeah,
very nicely done. They even know that XSCs is somewhere over here.
See whether that's going to make things more complicated for him. Slow down towards Donut. Does he just push this?
Certainly was thinking about it. Oh, right through the smoke. He almost had enough bullets, but XSCs will find the headshot. So 1-for-1 trade, although he's down to 10 health here. Big Uzera getting into position, and DGT A little bit of patience there. He does spot just the tip of the boots there for the middle, so he knows that someone is playing that corner, and it's a really good setup here. I can't believe it, but Ecstasy's actually found another headshot. This time it's BigO0 to go down. NQC playing the corner. I think he is aware that someone's back there, and it's an awkward fight for him. Running out of bullets, it gets even worse. Lucky ends up going down, but now it's the 1 versus 1. Smoke on top here, and the Deagle up against the Tech9 AWP on the other side. And actually, NQC going to try and see if he can flash his way through, but he doesn't realize Marcus right behind him, and he eventually nails him to the box. It will be 3D Max to win the round. There was so much weird stuff happening in this round.
Works out for them. They'll take the lead. 6-5. Final round of this first half. Picking up the pace is Gravity. A lot of damage inflicted towards a donut. Trying to take a bite out of paiN.
He was so close to hunting him down. Again, it's BigO0 to go down a little bit early in the round. Look at the rotation. They are just all running to the A bomb side. Gravity, has he heard the footsteps? They're coming in with the bomb towards red. What an absolutely bizarre round. There is nobody at the B bomb side. They've just completely called in the cavalry for the A defense, but there's no one attacking it at the moment. I think Gravity heard them. I think they know.
Oh, it's a nice smoke pop here. Doesn't get a ton of information, though. Timing eludes him, and 2 players stuck in Swan. They got to flash through this. Snow needs to step up. Flash comes in. Here comes a swing, and he's in the flames. It makes things very uncomfortable. But Amadeus has had a great showing with this M4 so far. All 3 remaining CTs towards Spawn. This is where it could get uncomfortable, though. Body waiting for the challenge and cannot rise to the occasion. Anders, what a great little retake of this uncomfortable corridor.
Oh, it's going to get worse, isn't it? Amadeus ends up going down. DGT just waiting here. 3D Max there almost managed to thread the needle. Somehow still down to the 1v1. Lucky sprays him down for the smoke. And once again, NQC finds himself with a bit of a clutch here. We got 25 seconds. The bomb is on the other side. So Lucky has to try and do something here. Molotov not going to help him out. NQC, he spotted it. Definitely knows. Incendiary to buy more time. That could be enough. You're right. He can't really pick up the bomb and run back here. 10 seconds left, and NQC on the clutch. He lands a pivotal shot to tie up the game at the end of it here. It's really good work.
paiN setting up a fast play. 5 players towards middle, and unfortunately make it 4 because one of them goes down. Here's a P2000 in Spawn as well. So he goes to the USP for long-range duels and goes to the P2000 if they're going to push him.
Yeah, they will push him as well. He's right around the corner here, trying to take the fight. It's a bit awkward, though. Stuck in the corner right now. He's working it so well. What an obnoxious fight from the point of view of Snow. Ends up taking a bullet, and the dualies will finish the rest. Marker with a couple of kills. That is such a convincing round. You are taking away some of the money. Body going to be pushed down. M4A1, not the ideal weapon, but he's actually done a fantastic job at the back of his there. So the teamwork really prevailing in this one. Snow will get the 1 kill, but not more than that. And they're going to save the M4, so probably fine.
The lurk smoke down.
What a grenade to begin with. Yeah, they do want to walk right through, but they've already been damaged quite a bit, so not an ideal situation. Marker, it's brilliant work at the start, but NQC, that headshot could turn it around. Gravity, he's going to find Snow in the meantime, and they are bleeding players trying to get on there. The FAMAS is a French weapon able to defeat NQC. Maybe they get a bit of synergy out of that. It feels like home. It's BigO0 in a 1 versus 3 in a very bad position. The bomb is inside of the site.
I like the idea there from paiN. Quite a simple approach. Shows a basic mid presence there. Then the lurk smoke in towards the B bomb side. Try and creep your way up. Overlooking the cubby position. Gave Maka opportunity to get 2 freebies, essentially. Some good response, but not enough to win the round, I'm afraid. And that's BigO0, who's having a pretty quiet game. 4 of 10. Does something remarkable. Takes a lot of damage on route. That's pretty much his chances nullified. As he'll start to peel away. The bomb's down, bear in mind. There's literally no way to win this, unfortunately for him. Has been red hot so far, 15 and 10 in that off angle behind the big box. Looks like he's got a freebie, not the cleanest kill, could cost him his life.
Yeah, you're right. Down to 9 bullets, but even worse, conceding some of the map control there, so he gets flanked and suffocated in the bomb site. Ends up going down. Could be awkward now. Amadeus goes down. Okay, controlling the site a little bit more. I say that just as NQC and DGT will find a kill each. Unfortunately, the health is already kind of low, and they're running out of time, too. With 20 seconds here, Ecstasies, this is great move, just rotating back here, already well aware of what's happening. He hears the footsteps on the other side. So NQC, if he would have found the timing, it could have been a different round, but I think no matter what he does, he will get shut down. Nicely done.
Very
paiN and 3D Max absolutely need to qualify. It's going to be hard. No matter who loses here, it'll be heartbreaking for them. Maka on the boost, up on top, and Davideus blown out of the sky. But now he walks into... Oh my God,
Maka.
he's so ready. That is sick.
Oh, he is absolutely smashing them right now. This could be GG. It feels like they're done for, Anders. It's a 5-on-1. Maka gets a no-scope through the smoke for his 3rd kill of the round. What a beast.
That is unseemly. Why has he done that? He was already... They're already dead. Stop.
Snow is cowering in a corner. He can sense Maka coming, and he certainly is. He's just hoping he can get a couple of consolation frags here, but no one giving him anything. The bomb's down in T-spawn as well. They never even got going.
Yeah, they just wanted a bit of map control. They weren't even really trying to do anything else. And just savaged by Maka on the other side. He's 19 and 11, by the way. That is, I mean, even before this round, he's been playing a really good game. I think you're right about Snow as well, just hoping that he can get some damage in here. Ecstasy not really cognizant of the fact. This is kind of a funny moment. Oh, okay, there we go. But now Maka knows. That's never a good thing. 20 seconds here. I don't think Snow can make it out alive. They're just all around him. Why would they let him leave with this AK as well? There's just no reason. It's just going to make it harder in the next round. There we go. Lucky will take him down. Exciting prospect to be following. Round number 18, and we have got an 11-6 scoreline here. Spotty in the middle, blowing it open. It's a classic grenade, and the headshots just follow through. That is very fast.
Holy, that was actually kind of insane from Body. Surely they don't give this round up now after that fantastic effort made. Gets himself 3 kills, make it 4. This is sensational from Body. Popping that smoke open and blowing off their heads as NQZ, the last player remaining, given the ace numbers. All right, don't do it.
If it was in my power, and I would have at the moment, maybe significantly less so. Now would be the time to really pick that up. Into the middle we go. It's very aggressive. Big Zero playing in front of it, but he's so flashed. And he's supposed to be the one who has the advantage in that kind of a fight, especially when 3D Max are that far back. There should have been flashes coming in from T-spawn, but not enough to stop 3D Max from getting the kill. That's a bit unfortunate. Body's got him locked in the corner here, and the smoke is fading. Is he going to go back and check it? He almost does, but Snow actually wins. The fight's a bit awkward, perhaps.
Yeah, he'll be kicking himself. He doesn't really clear it. Assumed it was clear, but it is going to be Gravity with a beautiful shot there. Nice and crispy towards DGT. Bear in mind, Snow's very low as well. And now spotted, pinned in the corner, trying to make his way out of there. Oh, that could have been the game-winning shot if he pulled it off. Maka now under pressure, under scrutiny. Can he find one? He can't. The Molotovs will hold him at bay. So there is a window of opportunity around us. A minute on the clock and the bomb will be planted. And it's a 4 versus 3. Lucky is low, but yeah, they can definitely make this work.
Snow, he nearly gets caught, and he will anyway, but, you know, at least getting the kill on the Lucky. I thought he was going to get timed, and he was jumping up there. Maka, this time it connects. He retreats, he keeps himself alive with the AWP, and Davideus goes down. Just NQC, and he's going to get slowly circled in on here. Still 20 seconds on that bomb. Nice setup for the kill onto Gravity, but that also reveals his position, and they have an Incendiary and an HE as well, so they can probably just edge him out of this one. There's the Incendiary. He has to run in front. He has to try and fight this. Gets another kill on the Exorcist, and now it's on. Maka on the other side. The time has run out. He actually is not close enough to hunt him down, so somehow NQC ends up winning the 1 versus 3.
Really excellent play there. It looked like they'd done the job was done, and the money will be broken as well. So they need to be very careful here. They still have the Maka AWP. Speaking of which, opens things up, finds Davideus.
He's been playing lights out. 21 kills for Maka. That's really impressive stuff, and obviously landing that kind of an opening sets them up very nicely. Snow is looking to negotiate the early defense here over at the A-bomb site. Lucky just spots him over. Little reveal. There's nobody behind Snow, so it's just really a one-man kind of mission. But now the backup is starting to get there, and nobody's even aware of it. 3D Max, this is a massive slip-up in the defense. Somebody should be watching it. Body spinning around, and he will get the kill, but that still reveals a bit of a position. Bomb being freighted in now, coming through the hallways. It's a long time coming, and they're still a man down after all of this, so nothing has been settled yet.
Lots of damage inflicted, another man advantage, 40 seconds remaining. Maka patrolling the A-bomb side, but there has been a player slipped by his scope. It's going to be NQC. Bear in mind he's got the bomb as well, but smoke off towards CT spawn. CT's now with no real further utility. Dink coming through, that's surely the GG moment. But Snow keeps the dream alive. Finds Body. Is this all she wrote for Ancient? Time will tell. Maka, can you close things now?
Trying to move out. He does get the first one. Oh, he gets it at the end. Is that really a quick scope? 23 kills on Maka and 3D Max to win on Ancient.
Trebian Maka, that was a lovely performance. Loser goes home. T-side start for paiN. Got themselves one smoke and a flash. Julies are out. No kits. And they have smoked themselves on the CT side. Willing to take these fights outside. His body, very crisp, is getting himself a plethora of kills, but takes a dink, maybe overstepping the mark somewhat for the third.
Yeah, such a cool play to begin with. Whatever paiN we're planning in this round, that is already on the back burner as they're just trying to get a bit of control. Right, body is already low, and he will finally go down. Casual shot coming up to the body. 3 versus 4, and that does, you know, get them back into the round a little bit. It actually does make a pretty big difference here. Still plenty of time on the clock, so they're not worried about that at the moment. Lucky playing again with this view model that's overtaken all of Counter-Strike, so gun straight in the middle of the screen, as it were. Snow trying to fall back here. A minute on the clock, and I mean, they can retreat from this situation. They don't have to stick around here forever. They got the bomb with them. Go back into lobby and maybe avoid some of the USPs out in the yard.
Round is still open, but 4 versus 3. Lucky is low. They still have a flash. It looks like they'll be making their way towards the ramp. Problem is, CT's rotating over. Mac is there with the dual elites as well. Just a one and done would be absolutely fine. Lucky, got to be peeking for a bit of intel. I think he gets it as well. So down to the dual elites. Maka stepping up. Can he mow them down? It's still good damage, but can't finish his meal. It's going to be 20 seconds remaining. Did it go down towards lower? Lucky seems to think so. He would be right. And in they come. Just get one. They'd be off to the races. It's going to be Gravity denying the plant for now. And Snow with an impossible task here. And down he goes. Gravity very clean at the end. Fantastic work from Body with his opening USB kills.
Yeah, that really sent them on a bit of a spiral, unfortunately, on the paiN side of things. Trying to find anyone coming through. Smoke is a little bit delayed here for Snow, and there's only one of them as well. Oh my god, this is very aggressive because Sarah has landed a kill. They're in through mini. They're already on the A-bomb side. I think Exorcise is dead. I don't think he's going to be able to survive this. The backup can't really get there either. I'm surprised that no one's seen him yet. He's right on top. He gets both somehow. Nobody checked the position. Lucky to take down Snow. What a collapse here for paiN. I just can't believe it. He was completely isolated, and it is just dead on perfect.
He can't believe his luck.
Crouched in. Smoke will be blown open, but not quite
They've
deep
deployed
enough.
4 smokes outside.
Yeah, it's the classic double wall, which means you don't really know which smoke. Oh my god, Maka. He just deleted him. Good return from Lucky, making sure that Snow doesn't spiral too far out in the garage. 3 versus 4. But yeah, the double wall, I mean, it's you can't really throw that many HEs.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're doing it, because the current meta is save your HEs, pop them open when they're crossing. But if there's 2 wall of smokes, then it's actually very difficult to shut them down. But when Mac is hitting shots like that, it's no problem. Gravity chimes in as well. Might be enough to confirm the round at this stage. Going to be a big kill for TGT. Keeps the round alive somewhat. 3 on 2 now. Davideus will join him as he creeps out a squeaky door here. Spots one player. It's going to be Lucky. Up. It's kind of open, actually.
Yeah. They don't know it yet. The bomb is being brought back. Body can't really go up the ladder easily. It's going to be very risky. High ground position now. Maybe a little bit better on that CT side. Lucky up here. He does have an HE. Not that he can kill anyone with it, but might be able to soften them up a bit for the fight. 20 seconds left. They are being very careful once again, paiN. They are so sure that 3D Max are going to be pushing somewhere. Lobby, maybe mini. They're checking every bit of it. 10 seconds as they finally step onto the plant zone itself. GDT kind of with the footsteps here, revealing they're definitely there. There's the grenade right on top. That is a lot of damage, but at least the bomb is down. So the 2v3, it's already off to a decent start if you're paiN. Sneaking in his Exorcise and just no problem getting that one. Davideus, 1 versus 3, and a very tough one to try and win here. They do have a kit as well on one of those CT players. He's gone up to the high ground. The bomb is planted for that high ground position, but yeah, very hard to get here without making any noise.
There is a chance he pulls this one off. The smoke's down. It's going to take something pretty spectacular. If he gets the diffuser right now, the clean kill, you never know. Okay, not going to happen. Didn't even have enough time to pull it off. But a nice idea. Yeah. Solid round once again. Being deployed once again. Bear in mind, they sometimes use 4 smokes in this area, as we have Grenades again. These ones not as effective, thankfully, for Davideus.
Yeah, but the timing is just so perfect. If he had jumped straight up there, like you might do without even thinking about it, you say, all right, I guess I'll just run here and get up on the silo. You're going to get blown up. Maka is playing this ramp position, so if you're a little bit careless, could end badly. Body looking at the smokes coming down. A second one there to really cement it. We'll see if they want to try and blow it open. I don't think they actually have the HEs at the moment. They spent them at the start of it here. It's a good spray down on the first one and very close to getting a double, I must say. But a bit of a save for Bigu0. 4 versus 4 now.
Yeah, Body felt like he had the double available to him. Gets Bigu0 down to 48 at least, and they're coming back towards Maka's position. Now, Anders, if he wants to play this correctly, just go for that one shot, stay alive. Doesn't need to stay longer than that. Just get the information, pull the trigger, and get down towards lower.
I'd be shocked if Maka doesn't, but you are right to say it because we've just seen it yesterday on Nuke where a lot of people ended up committing. I think it was PR we were talking about, sort of committing to the fights a lot more than you needed to. So yeah, just get one and run away. Time is of the essence here. We got 30 seconds on the clock, and they're close to the bomb site, no doubt about it. They've maybe even got the mini control. I think Davideus is creeping up on the roof there, but Maka is relocated into the site. Exorcist, that's not what you want to see. 20 seconds, and the AWP trapped in the back. Good shot of the first one, but he's got no more misses available to him. 13 seconds. The spray is in. What a ridiculous double kill for Lucky. Stops the bomb and pretty much kills the round. There's only 5 seconds. There's nothing that he could do here. He's going to get the first one. Oh, he gets the headshot as well. What a mess up. Lucky and Gravity. They did not need to lose this round.
No, they bottled it.
Was Gravity taking that fight instead, and Lucky just is on the high ground? They can't lose the round. The only way they could lose this was to reverse the order there.
In hindsight, they both should have swung at the same time instead of the one by one. That would have been ideal. But he saw the clock. He was like, there's no time to plant. Hopefully he doesn't check this position, but he reads it so well. Massive round there, but the job is not done yet. It's 5-3. There's still a decent buy here, as we have lots of damage once again through the smoke. It's Lucky taking Snow down to 42.
A third round for paiN, one that they definitely should have lost every time. Maybe it will inspire a little bit of confidence. Oh, I'm seeing NQC at 1-7 and Davideus at 2-6. These are some of the players that we were expecting for paiN to really step it up, and they just haven't been able to here. 4 versus 5 at the moment. Only NQC going down so far. Don't want to get ahead of myself.
Could be a 2 versus 5. You never know. Could happen.
We'll see. Maybe I just was reading the future. We're about to find out here as Snow has got a huge opportunity, but he bottles it too, unfortunately.
1 kill away from 2 versus 5. It's happening. I can feel it.
All right. Maybe future career is a profit for me if that actually turns out that way. Maybe I'll sell some internet courses to go with that. 20 seconds. Oh, the timing is good here for Davideus. He can't really mess that up. Gravity's gone down and a quick return to the 3v3. Body trying to hold on here in mini. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. Not again. It's maybe an opportunity still. Exorcist. I can't believe it. It's DJT just running in and shooting him in the face. Nearly a 2-for-1. Gets the first. Tries to land the shot here. The bomb is planted. And it's AWP versus AK. A missed shot here will be the end of Maka. And he's trying to see if he can get it just scoped up the whole way. Taps it once, hoping to lure him back into it. He does the kit as well. So he's running on the other side. DDT, the footsteps, they must have been heard. Maka, he's just committed to this.
I think he is done for here, although it's a pretty unexpected maneuver, but it looks like DGT is ready for it. Oh, okay. I didn't think that was going to work whatsoever, Anders. I thought with the footsteps there and he knowing where he was, he could just reposition, but it's the unexpected play in chat to check out the content.
Nice.
And for now, some content could be created here. The pistols, the SMGs are out. It's a 4-spy coming in from 3D Max. A chance of paiN to tie things up 6-6. 3D Max should have more rounds, quite frankly. They had so many winning situations that kind of fell apart in the very last second. It's going to be a nice opening kill there for NQZ. Really is starting to do some work now in the latter stages here of their T-side campaign.
I think that is the big takeaway, really. The French could have had many more rounds already. paiN should consider themselves somewhat lucky to be in this position. They could tie up the game and make it a 6-6 scoreline, then, you know, that is not a bad position to play into the second half with. Maka doing so much. He was a superstar on the opening map of Ancient, and whether he's got the AWP or the FAMAS in this case, He's 12-6, so relying a lot on Marca's abilities at the moment. XSCs, I've seen him miss a couple of shots, but honestly, he's been playing pretty decently overall, so maybe this could be a big opportunity. 40 seconds, Henry.
Scary position to play. If he times it well, though, could be an absolute dream scenario. They check it still, even after getting the opening kill.
I was so sure. Like,
yeah, it looked like he had 3 kills ready and waiting for him.
You see them on the X-ray with their backs turned to that box, you think, okay, that's it. Like, they're definitely not checking it. But even after the kill there, they actually do some solid work. Very good stuff for paiN, leaving nothing to chance. And it kind of goes back to the thing that we were talking about earlier, how, you know, paiN was so careful to check everything, even in rounds that were just obviously won, where 3D Max were already saving. You saw paiN really, you know, do their due diligence in every possible case. So that's good to see. Kind of pays off in a round like this one where they check the ramp. So 5-6. paiN, they're kind of back.
Oh, they absolutely are. The money's going to be ruined for the final round as well. 3D Max starting to plummet here on Nuke, and doesn't look like this AK will be taking any more bodies with him. It's going to be lucky, heading towards despawn, but should be taken out by BigZera. There he is. Good shot. Good finish.
Make it a little bit easier on the CT side. I know you've been proposing a couple of different things around the loss bonus with the CTs.
Yeah.
Here we go. Wrapping around on the outside, which I said yesterday, this is the kind of play that a team like Mouse really loves to do. They get in here very quickly. Unfortunately, Davideus is actually stopped in his tracks. The body finds him with a headshot on the Deagle. Back into the 4v4. I like these wrap strategies. You end up getting back towards CT spawn, but on the T side. Let's see if they can find a way out of this one. It's a bit awkward at the moment.
A little bit. 4-on-4 still. Unable to recover an AK-47. 1 minute left on the clock. NQZ having some good impacts from opening frags the last couple of rounds. And it's going to be that UMP tucked in the corner. Gravity had a troublesome half here on the upper bomb site. He's got an incendiary remaining. Time ticking away. Trying to bleed it out as much as they possibly can here. No one down towards lower on the CT side, but that's going to change quickly as bodies start to make his way down. Big kill from BigZera.
They're so patient, paiN. Every time they get into this kind of position, they just wait for a very, very long time. It has paid off in this instance. 25 seconds. The bomb being brought over it towards the ramp, and they're going to keep on going. There is a player down below, Body. So he's going to have an opportunity to flex that Deagle maybe one more time with 15 seconds on the clock. Unfortunately, he's walking away. Now he's realized Molotov will keep him back. There's such an excellent grenade to make sure that he can't interrupt the bomb plant. 7 seconds on the clock here as they are punching into digits, and going to be very tough to retake this one. XSC's going down. Marca, he's got the MP9 here. Obviously not a kit. They just could never afford that kind of a luxury in the round. So paiN looking good to get that 6th round and tie up the game. I doubt if the health that's left here on the 3D Max is anywhere near enough for this one. Dangerous game.
Oh my God.
Scope headshot.
What?
Straight down.
Okay, that's ridiculous, but there it is. 6-6, absolutely confirmed there. Nice and slow, methodical finish there from paiN. Even after
Smoke us up. It's the waterfall that blocks off Mini. Bigos here at the sides. He wants to relocate. He wants to put some real distance. He's afraid of the Glocks getting a little bit too close. Whereas Maka, the first to go down. NQC. Not a great first half for him, but he's starting to kind of warm up a little bit. Clean cut down from Snow. Trying to see if he can relocate in through the door. He's going to close that one up behind him. And yeah, this is really, really great way to use the geometry of the map here just to try and stay away from anyone that's hunting you down. Another headshot from Snow. You can see how awkward it is for 3D Max. Every time they turn a corner, they lose a player, and then the CTs fall back, and there's a new corner, and it just never really ends. You lose body back here, and then the rest of the push comes in on the other side. I think that's pretty much what is going to happen. Down to 40 seconds. He sees it. There's the opening that he was looking for. Now it's panic stations here for paiN. They're in a lot of trouble. 35 seconds. You can see such an awkward position where DGT is trying to escape. I can't believe they didn't get the timing. How is he alive? He should have been dead.
Absolutely, they knew exactly where he was. The pre-fire could have come through, and he might even get a second kill, tucking himself in. It looks like they might be fumbling this round somewhat. Towards upper we go. They know there's 2 players down towards lower.
Yeah.
They nameplate to DGT, and Snow gets to kill with the FAMAS.
Okay.
Gravity drops a smoke down towards main, suggesting he's not there. Oh, it's another rough fight for him. Not stepping up so far on you.
It's a great idea for the mind game, but unfortunately it doesn't really work out here. Lucky should win the fight every time on the ladder as well. It's pretty awkward. 3D Max to pick up this one, but I was about to be really angry. I thought they'd slipped up the timing. As soon as this happens, I feel like the rest of the ramp push should be ready to catch DGT. The fact that they let him escape just had me worried that they were going to end up losing the round. But it's a good bit of work for especially for Body.
Answer, I suppose, like if they pull it off, it'll be the absolute correct decision, but it's still early days. They can afford to lose a couple of rounds, I suppose. It's going to be a scout kill for Zera. A little bit precarious there from 3D Max. No one watching that smoke fade, and they've given up the AWP now.
If it works, it was a good idea.
Yeah.
If I win the lottery, it's a great investment. I like that.
Let's see whether they can make good on this. That's a little bit sloppy from 3D Max. Like, they waste all that time with the smokes. It doesn't even cover them anymore, and allow the scout to get 2 body shots in before no one's even there to trade it.
Yeah. It's what you want, but the scout is going to get the headshot on Gravity. He's had a pretty rough game, Gravity. FISSURE savaging them with the scouts. And now what 3D Max do? They're kind of frozen in time a little bit. The rest of the push coming towards the ramp position.
Yeah, it was not a good round from 3D Max.
25 seconds. I mean, if you still want a chance to win this, you are going to have to find a kill and just go for it here. There's the kill. Now they have to speed it up. Unfortunately, Body's going to be going down. It's a nice kill from RenQC. Just 13 seconds on the clock. And the backup is going to be there. They're going to be rotating in as well. No chance here. Straight bursted down with the FAMAS and Lucky. No time.
There you go. And the force buy was a good idea. Pretty poorly played from 3D Max. It seems like they got a bit lost in the sauce there. Couldn't quite work out what their plan was. And he's pretty tight for the CTs as well. MP9's famous for them. They can get this one over the line. They are back in a strong position. Need to convert against the force buy. And it looks to be maybe some sort of upper execution exercise getting ready. He's got a Molotov and a flash to try and get them in towards upper. Popping the smokes. No one home. Oh. And there's DGT. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
That was a lot of damage, though.
I think they're going to go back towards lobby and execute upper. You've got exercise ready with the Molotov. So you can have a Molotov the bomb site floor or the huts and then flash them in.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, just throwing those Molotovs early means there are a lot of positions you don't have to clear. And it's very nice when you're running in and not having to check the hut, not having to check the back of the bomb site. Can just be kind of helpful. So let's see how this one plays out. 30 seconds on the clock, and there's a really good call right now. Davideus is moving in. That could be dangerous if and only if he could find the right timing for it. Maka in the corner, caught sleeping a little bit. They know there's someone on the roof because of the Molotov, so they definitely are aware. It's a missed shot, though, but Davideus has done remarkable work. Another kill with the MP9. 3 in total to get this one over the line for paiN Gaming. This is, they're well on their way now. 13-8, I believe, on the first map of Ancient. Looks like paiN en route potentially to even do one better the way that this is playing out. But yeah, the first map picks here for both teams. They're making a lot of sense. Inferno to decide the series if we can push it that far. Snow is on the radio, calling in the troop movements on the other side. Lots of footsteps being made. Not being quiet about it. Thunderfooting, as Corey Dunn would have said.
Thunderfooting.
That was a Corey Dunn classic. Wow. Shout out.
I'm sure he's in the chat.
Yeah, obviously.
He never misses a game.
Known for that. Lucky alone. Somehow this turned into a 1 versus 2. I actually have no idea why this got so close. I feel like they pretty much, this was the easiest rounds that they could have got. Lucky looking for the fight. He's actually going to pick it up, but he still has health left. 1 versus 1 against Davideus. 3D Max have given up a lot of awkward rounds themselves, but if they manage to spin this one around and clutch it, that would maybe send paiN into a bit of a spiral. We got 25 seconds.
Lucky is hoping that Davideus plays himself and just walks into his crosshair, but he's actually got himself in a pretty interesting spot. Down towards Shadow. The bomb's in a prime position as well. He can see it. So I think with there's no time remaining here, it's just going to be too much to check. Now it's McNoise, and yeah, there it is. Davideus outpositions him. And
would have been a great turnaround for the map here if they could have won that last round. DGT, scary position as they come through the smoke. Oh, he's going to go into it. They are practically kissing inside. going to be lucky to get the headshot. DDT will spin on through, but there's just more T's on the other side, so an awkward fight. Now they're seeing if they can get back to that ramp position. Bombs being brought in. It's actually Gravity. They have a man advantage here, and there's still plenty of time, so not the best start to the round here for paiN. And just noticing as well, it's not like paiN have a lot of money either. So 3D Max win this round, I mean, it pretty quickly does get awkward.
Still a glimmer of hope. 3D Max make their way down towards lower. Snow, though, 15 kills to his name. Can he add to the tally? No, he cannot. Gravity will find him. Molotov down towards the double doors. Exercise watching the extremities. They're going to have to save this one. A round has been found. As we go 11 and 8, they'll save the AWP. Money's very tight for the CT side. They'll have the bottom of the barrel, loss bonus as well, Anders. So you never know, I suppose. All of a sudden, we're believing again.
Yeah, I really don't think we can't really rule them out here.
They have
the timing needs to be perfect here, but they are very close to being able to reinforce this bomb site as well. So not a bad position here for paiN to be in. It's starting with a kill onto Davideus, a bit of a spray down. Big here, I don't think he knew. That second one is just pure collateral. Maka goes down. Very nicely done. 40 seconds, but they will still clean it up. It's a 3 versus 3 all of a sudden.
Yeah, but I think there's a kill coming. Body's in trouble. All the smoke misses towards heaven as well. This is kind of awkward. It's weird, and it will be DGT flushed out by the smoke, I think. They've tried to smoke heaven. It doesn't work out. Maybe even works in their favor. And now the man advantage. You open the retake. Smoke down towards Squeaky Door, blocking off the vent as well. Can they get the bomb planted? That's the big question here.
Well, let's see. They've got 10 seconds. It's kind of now or never. They do jump around the corner before Snow could have got there. 6 seconds and the bomb is planted. NQC and Snow on a bit of a retake. Maybe not the easiest one with the AWPs. NQC's finally back here. They kind of gave up on the flank coming through the lobby, so he's been revealed. He's going to have to go up on the... B-Mine just said, all right, that's it. I don't have a chance in hell. So a 9th round for 3D Max.
Saving the AWP, though, is pretty massive. That's if they can. Bodies on the case, having a look around.
What a struggle of a round, though. They had to fight so hard to get into this position, but it's well played.
Probably be a tactical timeout going forward. It's a weird situation. Got an SMG and an AWP. Everyone's hovering around $2,000.
See what they do with NQC in this position. They will just run him in towards the sweep door. Very close and caught immediately. Sent down the trash chute there. Just hunting him down for the rest of it. That AWP really was the big weapon that they had. Davideus does pick up an AK, but it won't stay alive for long. That is just... That looked very mechanical, didn't it?
That could have fallen apart very quickly, but they do pick up the pieces, and this is looking much better for 3D Max. No blunders. Finding NQZ at the very start of the round. Very helpful. And there will be a buy going forward. DGT is looking to get a weapon, if possible, on the exits.
Yeah, they're somehow keeping the dream alive a little while longer. The French not easily dispatched on nuke. 10-11. The problem for paiN as well is going forward, the buys are just going to be a little bit worse all the time. Technically, they could buy an AWP, I suppose, BeGasera if you really wanted to, but CTs make it force some rotations, perhaps. Could see Snow is going down to check it. It's because of the yard smoke that he's doing this. Davideus, good kill on the first one, but there's the douche coming in. You can hear it on Davideus. A meaty shot. Body will get one. It's another headshot. Yep. The lack of helmets is really coming back to haunt them here.
Massive. DGT, does he dare attempt this one? Some utility down in front of him. Get an HE, but I don't think that's going to be the difference maker. Needs to try and stay alive here. Money is going to be tight once again. We've got a tied game, 11-11. Nice shots, but gives up his position, takes a lot of damage en route. Should be fine. There's no real way to catch him.
Their money's even worse than it was before here. It's starting to become really brutal for them. Game tied up, 11-11. They even have signs everywhere, Henry, saying that you need the work helmets. At least all over Nuke.
Yeah, it was one of those compromised financial situations. Maka Smells blood in the water. He knows he's low. Can he find the shot? Yes, he can. Huge kill.
Oh,
They're starting to look themselves now.
control.
Down low we go. 45 seconds remaining. All the firepower advantages in the world, but Big Uzera 5-7 removes. Gravity coming to life now. That's more like it from the young Frenchman. Body goes down here, but I think the damage is done.
Yeah, you want to save that AK if you're Davideus. You're going to be fighting for overtime, so that weapon could be really important. Maybe especially because Davideus might be the one to drop the AWP for NQC, so just not having to buy another weapon like that, so puts them within range perhaps. Oh, what a slip up here towards the end. paiN, they had it locked in. It really looked like it was rock solid, but 3D Max with a little bit more life left in them, and you're right to point it out. The gravity in some of these later rounds has really managed to step it up. Maka's been playing solid all along. Lucky started to get there too with 17 kills. It's impressive work.
Triple nade towards the back box, just for good measure. But they've done it. They've at least got themselves overtime here. Smiles all round. It was looking pretty grim.
A lot of health already. How sick would it have been if he'd have found the opening like that? Back, trying to throw the grenade to the position that he just saw, but no one is there any longer. Snow the one to go down, and that is very awkward.
Yeah, Lucky living up to his name. Right through the smoke. Unfortunate for Snow.
He's manifesting.
Yeah. And they've got the advantage, Anders, with the 2-0. Could it actually be happening?
We said
it could actually be a thing. 5 versus 3. Now you just don't choke.
Yeah, find a way to keep this one alive. There's so much time on the clock. You really don't have to force anything at the moment here. Nice little nade. I do like the attempt, but there is nobody on the other side. 3D Max with so much time on the clock. They're regrouping the troops here. Back towards Mini.
Two players
kills.
are very low. Bodies of 1 HP. Maka took heavy nade damage at the start. Smoke starting to dissipate towards Squeaky Door. Molotov could be deployed by a body. He's got a plethora of flashbangs as well, but the CTs are in position. It's going to be Gravity going down first. Things starting to crumble. And what's their play? It's a bit of a fake towards up as they actually head towards ramp. Can they get the bomb down quickly?
They should be able to. There is a player down there. They're waiting for them, so big opportunity perhaps. We'll see if Big Uzera, I think it is, could do anything to stop them as they rotate on in. 20 seconds on the clock here. Bomb being thrown down. No one's picked it up yet. Finally, they go, and Big Uzera hadn't really had a chance to do anything. Gonna bust open those doors. It's very tight at the moment. Davideus going down. Exorcist with a very important kill, but we're 5 seconds into it. A headshot unlucky, and the time has run out. They can no longer plant the bomb, and they can't find NQC either. It's overtime for paiN.
They did choke it, unfortunately. 5-on-3 advantage. He had low HP, unfortunately, and I think that is overcooked it. They had too many players trying to overcook the round, and now Davideus having to step up. He's been a nuisance. He's going to get a double kill here. Not quite. Exercise will find him.
Oh, I thought he had it as well.
Yeah.
That looked very, very awkward for them, but I still kind of like it. Just putting some pressure on 3D Max, not letting them play their own game. We'll see if it's going to be worth it. Ultimately, typically, we tend to say those 1v1 trades are going to be favoring the T side more. Body goes down. Important find for DGT. Now with a man advantage, make it a double, why not? Marker the next in the grave, and they are just getting picked apart here. It's kind of a round where 3D Max not even in any kind of tactical position to do anything. They just lose all the fights.
Yeah, it's a shame we're down to the 4-on-4.
Nuke at the moment. Get into a fight, maybe make it a 3v3, hope that the CTs make a mistake, which honestly, neither side have been that aggressive in those big, long freeze situations, so I don't know if it's really worth it at this current stage. Here we go. Overtime is in effect, and Gravity, he is back all the way. Straight shot to take down GGT. It's a nice kill to get him up to 14 in total. Oh, again.
Yeah.
Defending the vending machine.
Always catching them off guard, our paiN. Every push they make seems to be successful. Speaking of success, that's not bad from Maka.
What a ridiculous position to stop and scope in. Like, just out in the yard. You could have been shut down a lot of different ways. If I'm Big Uzera, I'm really pissed at that. But it does give them the men advantage. Davideus has managed to sneak all the way up onto the silo, but there are no T's to be found out here. That's such a powerful position in a regular round, but Maka's actually aware of it too. Davideus get the earlier kill in lobby, so they know that he's aggressive somewhere on the map. We're down to 45 seconds, though, and at some stage in this round, the T's will have to try and find a bomb plant, surely. They're just waiting. Again, that's what I said. Like, they get into a fight, and then they just wait. 30 seconds.
Yeah, this has been sometimes disastrous for 3D Max. They get the advantages, run the clock down, and then make things too awkward. They overcook you. And it could be happening again. Maka desperately trying to keep the dream alive here. They've got an open lower bomb site.
Yes.
Get that C4 down, lads.
Yeah, it's critical. They're really making sure. Look at them checking everything down below. They're Molotoving out that dark position. They're just so nervous that someone is here. No one is behind there, so Snow might be a wasted Molotov through it, but he's going to keep it for a minute. 2 versus 3 on the retake. Maka, he's picked up an AK instead, and that might have been a good move. Takes down Davideus. He's been a bit of a fiend to be up against Snow alone. Against 3 with no more utility. A kit in the back pocket, sure, but that's not really the issue at the moment here. Trying for the crazy spray. The Tor is just completely peppered. Going to get shut down in the back by Body. 3D Max, you said they just need 1 round here on the T side in overtime, and they've got it.
It'll be 14-13 on the T side. That would be fantastic. See if they can pull it off.
Okay, I was going to say, how is he alive? But he's not. He's, in fact, not alive. Smoke blown open, leg shot, I think, from the AWP, and then followed up by Biguzira, landing his 18th kill. Body is throwing in a flash to try and bait somebody else out. He's expecting that there could have been someone by the container. Now he goes for the fight, but Snow will take him down. And 3D Max bleeding players here. I can't believe he's alive. Lucky, should have been dead, and he finally will be. Gravity versus 4. He's going to get 2 of them right away, and you know what? He's still got some health left in him, Henry. There is an opportunity to maybe clutch this one. That would be shocking, and that would really bring 3D Max back. A minute on the clock, and some noise being made. He knows that one of them is in that back corner. He's just not sure exactly where DGT is either. A little bit of a swing here. Bomb down in front. 55 seconds on the clock. He's trying to get closer to that AWP of NQC. He's not even checking behind him. Oh, the footsteps are in. The timing is unbelievable. And now he's been found out. DGT is going to sneak up behind. I love the attempt there from Gravity, but it just wasn't enough. Out here, they will just not expect for there to be a second one hanging around towards the lobby or towards the ramp. So that could be a thing of it. Double wall again. Like we said, you can't blow open both of them. So if you guess wrong, then you're just not going to see anything at all. Well, Mark has been completely smoked off here. Sex seems to go down to begin with. Biguzira traded out right away. Gravity in an awkward corner here, but there are no Molotovs thrown, and it's actually working out rather well at the moment. Good shot coming in there, but still they're in a weird position. Flick not quite working out there. Lucky. He could have been dead, but Davideus alone against the world. 3
I don't
people
like the look of this, Anders.
I don't know. He's in a position. There we go. Body to get it.
The double orbs, that's when it becomes uncomfortable, when you've like...
Smoke set up here. We used to call them the Henry G smokes.
Oh my god. Max is dead.
Superhero move from Gravity, but he might have just sacrificed himself as well. Oh, it's so awkward. Getting hunted down. Deep grenade.
Oh, how are they still going?
Still somehow alive.
Unreal scenes here. Davideus has been dropped, but Maka and Gravity are very low indeed. 45 seconds, lower, open again. This has been a problem for 3D Max, allowing them to get down there, planting the bomb before anyone even rotates. Like it's Lucky trying to make his way over from ramp.
Yeah, but the bomb is still up by the container, right? Biguzira has the bomb. He's creeping up to the side of Mini. This is so scary. Exorcist with a double spray down. Make it a triple. Somehow, in spite of the fact that they made their way really far down. Ancient now in overtime to take this one away. Body just praying that there was going to be something. It's another good grenade. They have done a lot of utility damage on these CT sides. Something that they really have managed to master. Unfortunately, Ecstasy's not able to get that advantage. He was trying to do what Davideus was doing on that first CT side. Not to the same success.
5 on 3, looks like double overtime is locked in. 2 players towards ramp as paiN get ready to explode in towards upper. Smoke down at main. Davideus, DGT are low.
Okay.
Pulls one back.
Still, the bomb site is just lost. There's nobody here to defend it, so... Some good grenades coming out. They've got another Molotov, another smoke for the high ground here. I mean, they can keep this heaven position grenaded off forever. NQC is surely going to be throwing something else in. There's an HE. See, the Molotov surely going to be coming in. Flashes to follow it. More grenades. There's the Molotov, and that is the round-ending grenade. It might be the AK to get the kills, but the Molotov is really what sets it up here. So, double overtime going to be played out on Nuke. There is nothing that Lucky could do about that. 15-15.
Great round. paiN stepping up when they really had to.
CT side for now. No surprises on that front. Another nice grenade, I think, landing out there on Snow. And that's even better. Never mind the grenades. It's gravity straight through the smoke. Taking out GGT. Not bad.
Not bad at all. They're ready to kick things off. 5 and 4, and damage inflicted to Snow as well. All for NQZ. 13 and 15 so far. Nodding towards ramp for any pushes. Can 3D Max hold on to this nice advantage they found early on? One player has made it down towards lower. Body will be there to block.
Yeah, just making sure Snow presumably won't have to be the first point of contact either. The rest of them are in lobby, hanging around. Again, this is the same kind of playbook, like we've talked about it so much, but they do these big freeze moments, paiN, hoping that 3D Max will push, and generally, maybe even apart from just that previous round where they tried to do the lobby push, I feel like 3D Max haven't been doing many of those kind of pushes, so it's just a big waiting game. Utility, there's nobody there to receive it. They're not holding ramp at the moment at all. 3D Max happy with the men advantage, saying we don't really need to take this fight at all. There are 2 people down below for the defense and about 25 seconds left, so this feels like it's very tough to try and get in and plant the bomb on this stage. Body, if you just get 1 kill here, probably sets them up very nicely. They're trying to cross here, window's been blown open, and Body, it's a good spray down. I think that's all they needed. It's going to take away all the attention. Body with 1 more headshot. It's doing more than he actually is required to. Snow will go down, and you can hear the roar in the background there.
Yeah, starting to wake up. It's a really solid way to kick off your CT campaign here. 1-0 for 3D Max. Maka joins Body in the aggressive stance. Body now in a do-or-die situation. They know the orb's out and about. Gravity.
Oh.
Fantastic frag towards the ram. Now it's another 5 on 3, but these have eluded 3D Max a couple of times.
It would be unacceptable if they were to lose another one here. There's so much on the line.
Snow and Bigazera, they're pretty low as well. Towards ramp they go. Gravity. Still giving up ramp about a fight. He funnels them towards the left side. Looks like they're still going to come through.
He's got another HE, Henry. Right, he's going to use the AK instead to line them up. What a quad kill that was. Some of the early shots there with the AK just so crisp.
Yeah.
Here we go. They're very close. They could Molotov out this position. Oh, yes, that's the only position that you can stand in. Lucky ends up going down as Snow will just hard clear that corner. They really need a round here, paiN, for their dreams to make it into triple overtime or maybe just even win it. But, yeah, they need this one. Gravity's going to be dropped. Davide, it's been a minute since we've had to say his name, but he is up to 24 kills. So he's had a really fantastic game. 5 versus 3. And paiN still with about 40 seconds. The bomb is out by the red container. I was going to say there is a chance that maybe if they lose the bomb in a weird position here with this time left, but that doesn't seem like it's possible at all. Body back here. Exercise.
They need to somehow play the clock. That was their only chance. Body in towards upper. 5 on 1. Happened yesterday.
It did. Saka.
Yeah.
That was really on Anubis. That's absolutely devastating. Those are really rare, so we're not expecting for that to happen, especially not in a moment like this where the bomb is planted and everything else. So, yeah, paiN going to be able to find a 16th round. But still not a bad position for 3D Max to be in, if I'm being honest here. They can definitely make this work. Switching over to the second half and being on the T side. I said it's so painful when you get this deep into the overtime scenarios that one of these 2 teams is going to be losing, and it's going to feel like a gut punch. Nice round from paiN.
Well, well, well. They do find at least one. We said that's the bare minimum, Anders, and they've delivered on their promise.
Also known as the second half. And NQC sounding off on the AWP, but couldn't see or find any damage out there. 3D Max setting up the traditional smokes here. Going to be the first wall. They are throwing a third smoke, so blocking off Mini, presumably. Oh, they're going to wrap. I think they're just going to go for it straight through Mini. One kill here could absolutely be huge. Lucky. It's a long spray with Marker as well. Snow will double it up, but there's no one shooting him in the back yet. The rest of the push here, a little bit delayed. I thought they were going to be in and around the corner already by the time that fight was happening. And instead, they're a little bit further away.
They certainly are. I think we're all done here for the first round. It's going to be all tied up. Gravity. Another mountain to climb here, another 4 versus 1 opportunity, but bomb down towards up. Great work coming in from Snow especially. Gets himself 3 massive kills, taking his total up to 26. He was top fragging on Ancient as well. A map they couldn't pick up. That was the pick of 3D Max. Here we find ourselves in potentially the second and last map if 3D Max can get this one over the line. Gravity's going to give it a good go. Not going to squander his opportunity. See whether he can make a dent here, but it's going to be a very, very difficult challenge. We'll see whether he can do anything. No, FISSURE watching it.
Such a position to play against. Nicely done. Tied up game.
Grenades are out. Touchdown. Mac up. Always so willing to take a duel. So is Gravity, but they'll exchange blows. Snow finds Lucky in response. Snow has been fantastic on Nuke thus far. It's had a great series. Maka, though, continues to apply the pressure, looking for that playoff point once again. FISSURE doing everything in his power to deny it. Let's go for another peek. He does, and Gravity will punish him.
Very fast on the kill there. Gravity up to 28 from kind of a slow start into this. Now, they're going to try and boost their way up into the rafters inside to see if they can get that high ground advantage again. They're a man down, so yeah, this kind of boost could actually be kind of interesting. But it looks like 3D Max are not going to try and go up the ladder. Instead, with still 50 seconds on the clock, they're making their way down. And unless somebody from paiN kind of oh, wait a minute. Davideus getting a free kill on the Maka. Why?
What was the plan there?
To die?
I guess they assumed they didn't think the boost would come through. Maybe they had the information that both players were down on the bomb site floor. But
yeah,
that seems like a squandered opportunity.
Oh, that is such a shame. Every chance to get into the 2v3 after plant with the bomb down and everything else. Bomb is going to be planted here, I think. Davideus looking to open the door, trying to find it and stop it. He very nearly gave his life for the course there. Snow starting to see if he can reinforce this one. Smoke goes in, and it does block almost everything down there. Another HE on Exorcist as well. A couple of players very low on health here. Enough for the HE to actually make a difference as Davideus cracks open the windows, tries to get a bit closer to it here. One good shot, Davideus straight out of it. Nicely done from Exorcist, and I don't think Snow could win this one. It's such a terrible position to try and clutch from here. He's already isolated. Bomb ticking away. It's a good shot. He's still got about a couple of seconds, but I think the time has run out no matter what here, unfortunately. Great shots from Snow. Mechanically very impressive, but not enough to win the round.
Struggling to close them out.
They know.
Yeah, NQC definitely seems to know.
They heard the footsteps from Mini. They're definitely well aware of what's happening at the moment. 30
Is this
seconds.
it, Anders?
It could be. You might be onto something, Emery. Lucky. He's already found the first kill on Davideus. Snow with an important kill in return, but it's from the high ground. Nobody was covering it. Shot in the back, and how do you even retake? How do you get up here? NQC, are you just going to try and see if you can no-scope it from the ladder? Because that might be one of the ways to actually get back in here.
Is it GG? They finally done it?
Yeah, I think they might have actually found a way. The French, after a massive struggle on this map. Double overtime is what we're in, but this is enough. FISSURE goes down, and it's NQC back here with the AWP. There is not a chance in hell. 3D Max eliminated from the major by paiN, and now the revenge is in as they send them out of the FISSURE playground.
Yeah, well done to 3D Max. I have to say, after halftime, I wasn't believing. I thought they were done. They were looking down. They were looking flustered and making so many mistakes, as it were. But towards the end, they really stepped it up. Impressive to get to overtime and help.